Hey everybody, welcome to Peak Psychology. Are you experiencing a rapid heartbeat or a brewing wave of worry in your mind? That, my friends, is anxiety, a complex emotion characterized by fear, dread, and uneasiness. It's a natural response to stress, but when it starts calling the shots in your life, it's time to take action. Quick note, the content of this video is not meant to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. It's solely for general informational purposes and shouldn't be seen as a substitute for a consultation with your healthcare provider or mental health specialist. Today, we're diving into the topic of how to deal with anxiety, not just by scratching the surface, but by giving you a roadmap to navigate through these turbulent emotions. In this video, we're going to cover everything from the basics of educating yourself about anxiety, to learning how to recognize the triggers that send you spiraling, the power of acknowledging your feelings, and the importance of building your self-esteem. Each of these points is a step towards mastering how to deal with anxiety. So if you're ready to transform your relationship with anxiety, keep watching. Let's embark on this journey together. Number 1, educate yourself about anxiety. Educating yourself about anxiety is a powerful step in understanding how to navigate through it. This process involves learning about the different types of anxiety disorders, their symptoms, and the common triggers that can make them worse. By gaining knowledge on this topic, you can begin to see your experiences reflected in a broader context, which can be incredibly validating. Recognizing that anxiety is not just a series of personal failures or weaknesses, but rather a widespread condition that affects millions of people worldwide. Knowing how to deal with anxiety and understanding its psychological and physiological roots can explain the experience, making it less daunting. Knowledge empowers you to recognize the early signs of anxiety, enabling early intervention and management. This can involve learning various coping mechanisms, from breathing exercises and mindfulness to cognitive behavioral strategies, each tailored to different types of anxiety. Furthermore, educating yourself about anxiety can highlight the importance of seeking professional help when needed, reassuring you that there's a path forward through therapy. Armed with this understanding, you're better equipped to navigate the complexities of anxiety, leading to more effective management and a healthier, more balanced life. Number 2, learn to recognize triggers. Learning to recognize your anxiety triggers is a necessary skill for managing your mental health. This process involves paying close attention to the patterns and circumstances that precede episodes of anxiety. For many, triggers can be specific social situations, stress at work, financial concerns, or even certain thoughts and memories. Once you know what these triggers are, you can plan and apply ways to reduce their effects. One of the first steps in learning how to properly manage your anxiety is identifying your triggers. Understanding these triggers allows you to develop coping mechanisms suited for every situation. This might include techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or even avoiding certain triggers when possible. Recognizing triggers can also involve a degree of introspection and self-reflection. Keeping a diary of your daily activities and their impact on your anxiety can effectively reveal patterns over time. This approach not only helps in understanding the external situations that spark anxiety, but also the internal thought processes that contribute to it. Armed with this knowledge, you're better positioned to anticipate potential challenges and take strategic steps to manage your anxiety. This approach can reduce the frequency and intensity of anxiety episodes, leading to a more manageable daily life. Number 3, understand your anxiety. Understanding your anxiety involves recognizing its nature, symptoms, and effects on your life. This understanding is important, as it lays the groundwork for identifying the best approaches to managing and coping with it. Anxiety is not a one-size-fits-all issue. It manifests differently in everyone. Some may experience physical symptoms such as palpitations or sweating, while others may deal with more cognitive effects like persistent worry or fear. It can help you understand your anxiety better if you think about when and how it shows up. Does it occur in response to specific events or situations, or does it seem to have no apparent trigger? This reflection can provide insight into the patterns and themes of your anxiety, aiding in the development of personalized strategies for management. Learning how to deal with anxiety requires a thorough understanding of its nuances. Armed with this knowledge, you can begin to explore various coping mechanisms such as mindfulness, therapy, or medication to see what works best for you. Understanding your anxiety can help you accept your feelings and show that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. This approach can improve your ability to navigate the challenges of anxiety, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. Number 4, acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledging your feelings is the first step in the journey towards managing anxiety effectively. It involves giving yourself permission to feel anxious without immediate judgment or criticism. Understanding that anxiety, like any other emotion, is a natural human experience is the foundation of this practice. By recognizing and accepting your feelings of anxiety, you create a space for healing and growth. The important thing about this acceptance is that it changes your relationship with anxiety, from one of resistance to one of understanding. It's required to note that acknowledging your feelings doesn't mean resigning yourself to anxiety. Instead, it's about observing your emotions with curiosity. This approach can lead to greater self-awareness and insight into what triggers your anxiety and why. Learning how to deal with anxiety starts with acknowledging your feelings. Once you've accepted your anxiety as a valid emotional response, you can begin to explore solutions that address your specific needs. Whether it's through therapy, mindfulness practices, or lifestyle changes, acknowledging your feelings is the first step towards navigating the complexities of anxiety with grace and resilience. This step not only empowers you to seek appropriate support, but also encourages a more compassionate relationship with yourself. Number 5. Utilize coping strategies in moments of anxiety. When experiencing anxiety, one must use coping mechanisms to control symptoms and lessen their impact on daily activities. These strategies can range from simple breathing exercises to more complex cognitive behavioral techniques, each designed to help soothe your nervous system and bring your mind back to a state of calm. For instance, deep breathing can help slow down a racing heart, while mindfulness can assist in detaching from overwhelming thoughts. The secret to using these methods effectively is having several strategies ready for those moments when anxiety strikes. This means familiarizing yourself with various coping mechanisms and practicing them regularly, so they become second nature. For some, this might include physical activity to release built-up tension, while for others, it might mean engaging in a creative hobby to distract and refocus their mind. To discover how to deal with anxiety effectively, it's mandatory to identify which coping strategies work best for you. This process involves trial and error, as well as patience and self-compassion. What is effective for one individual may not be effective for another. That is why personalizing your approach to anxiety management is a must. Creating a customized set of coping techniques enables you to handle anxiety with confidence and resilience, paving the way for a more controlled and satisfying life. Number 6, develop a routine. Developing a routine is a powerful strategy for creating a sense of stability and predictability in your life, which can be soothing for those dealing with anxiety. A well-structured routine can help minimize uncertainty, a common trigger for anxiety, by establishing a predictable pattern of activities that provide comfort and a sense of control. This doesn't mean every minute of the day must be scheduled, but rather that there's a consistent framework for when you wake, eat, work, relax, and sleep. Incorporating self-care practices into your routine is also mandatory. This might include setting aside time for activities that you enjoy, such as reading, walking in nature, or practicing yoga. Studies have shown that regular exercise and a healthy diet can further support your body in managing anxiety, positively impacting your mental health. Learning how to deal with anxiety effectively often begins with the simple step of developing a routine. By doing so, you not only give your days structure but also ensure that you're taking regular steps towards managing your anxiety. This approach can significantly reduce the intensity of anxiety symptoms over time, providing a strong foundation for more specialized anxiety management techniques and therapies. Number 7, incorporate physical activity. Exercising regularly helps decrease as well as manage anxiety. Besides the health benefits, working out can help you forget your worries for a while, giving you time to break the cycle of bad thoughts that keep you anxious. Different types of physical activity can be helpful, whether it's a brisk walk in the park or a yoga session. The solution is to find something that you enjoy and can stick with in the long term. Regular exercise not only improves physical health, but also boosts confidence and resilience against stressors. Incorporating physical activity is beneficial mastering how to manage anxiety. It doesn't require a dramatic commitment or intense workouts. Small adjustments can have a major effect. You can control your anxiety and feel better overall by making physical activity a regular part of your routine. By including regular exercise in your routine, you develop a useful tool to combat anxiety and cultivate a calmer, more resilient mindset. Number 8, adopt healthy lifestyle habits. Adopting healthy lifestyle habits is an indispensable part of a holistic approach to managing anxiety. This involves making choices that support your physical and mental health, such as eating balanced, nutritious meals, ensuring you get enough sleep, and staying hydrated. A healthy diet can stabilize your mood, reduce stress levels, and enhance your overall sense of happiness. Similarly, quality sleep counts for emotional regulation and stress management, as it allows your brain to rest and recover. Limiting or avoiding stimulants like caffeine and nicotine is also beneficial, as these can worsen anxiety symptoms. An effective way to lower stress levels is to establish a regular schedule that includes times to relax and do something you enjoy. This might involve reading, pursuing a hobby, or spending time in nature. Understanding how to deal with anxiety effectively often requires a comprehensive look at your lifestyle habits. By making conscious choices to improve your physical health, you can create a strong foundation for mental and emotional resilience. These habits not only help in managing anxiety, but also contribute to a more vibrant, fulfilled life. Adopting a healthy lifestyle empowers you to better cope with anxiety's challenges, leading to an improved state of mind. Number 9, building self-esteem. Building self-esteem is a valuable component for managing anxiety, as low self-esteem often accompanies and aggravates anxiety disorders. When individuals feel unworthy or incapable, they may adopt a passive approach to interactions, fearing judgment and further feeding into their anxiety. This cycle of negative self-perception and anxiety can cause isolation, feelings of shame, guilt, and depression, impacting one's ability to function in daily life, including in academic, professional, and social settings. To counteract this, actively working on self-esteem can equip individuals with the confidence to face their fears and reduce the power of anxiety over their lives. This includes practicing self-compassion, focusing on strengths and achievements, and setting realistic goals. Positive affirmations and being around supportive people can also reinforce a more positive self-view. Building self-esteem is closely associated with learning how to deal with anxiety. By challenging negative thoughts and engaging in activities that foster a sense of accomplishment and pride, individuals can begin to see themselves in a more positive light. This shift in perception can lead to a decrease in anxiety symptoms, as individuals feel more equipped to manage challenges and less fearful of external judgment. Building self-esteem is not just about feeling better about oneself. It's a powerful tool in the broader strategy to manage and reduce anxiety.